Hi everybody, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the differences between an iron, a hybrid and a 5 wood. Now these are all exactly the same degrees, so we've got 18 degrees on the iron, on the hybrid and on the 5 wood. And we're going to talk about the differences, and we're going to use TrackMan. We're going to go back into the academy, we're going to use TrackMan later on, and we're going to talk about the numbers, how they differ, which one goes further, which one goes higher, which one goes lower, and also in terms of consistency, which one do you think is going to be the most consistent? So guys, jump in the comments section below. Do you use one of these three clubs? Do you have a hybrid, do you have a 5 wood, or do you prefer to use a long iron? If so, why? Because at the moment, I'm on the 3 iron. I use a 3 iron because it gives me the right distance between the 3 wood and my 4 iron. For me, the 5 wood go a little bit too far, and I would have too big of a gap between the 5 wood and the 4 iron. So that gives you a bit of an idea of how I expect these distances to go. Okay, so the setup for these clubs are all pretty much the same. What I tend to say to a lot of the guys that I coach is be aware of your swing path as to how you set the ball position, because every golf swing is completely different. Golfers that tend to get to the top and swing it a little bit more on the outside would tend to need the ball position a little bit further forward, because that club comes in steeper and lands later. A golfer that swings it flatter, more shallow from the inside means that the club now is a little bit, gets down to the ground a little bit earlier, therefore wants to hit the golf ball a little bit earlier, so you should put your ball position a slight bit further back. It's interesting that these all do go slightly different distances, but from the same loft. And the materials in the head, the length of the club, the size of the actual club head itself, also the shaft. You can get a lot of distance out of a good quality shaft. What I tend to do in my 3 iron is more of a steel shaft. Historically, steel shafts don't go as far as graphite shafts. That is another video for a later time to see if that is just an old wives' tale or is it actually true. So I'm going to hit the 3 iron first. Ball flight I expect to see on a 3 iron will be a little bit lower than what I'd expect to see on a 5 iron. So we mentioned it before, the perimeter weighting in the head of a 5 wood is, the 5 wood is further back in the head, so that helps us elevate the ball. I'd expect to see a ball flight a little bit lower on the 3 iron. Oh my God, that's absolutely pure. And that's why I love this club. I love hitting the 3 iron because it just gives me the right amount of carry. For me, this is around about a 235 carry club. That's perfect for me because the 4 iron goes about 220. This is about 235. And then I've got my 3 wood, which tends to be around about 260, 270. Whether I hit the middle or the toe is another thing. But I very rarely feel like I need to carry the ball 250 for my second shot. So 3 iron works perfect for me. Going more into a hybrid, I would expect to see the ball maybe finish at a slightly similar distance. I would expect to see the ball finish at a similar distance, but I want it to go, I'd expect it to go a little bit higher. The head has got a little bit more weight at the back of it. Yep, so perimeter weighting allows the ball to launch up a little bit higher, which is great for the majority of amateur golfers. And this is where my recommendation to the majority of the golfers watching this video is that you need to create a lot of speed on an iron, because it doesn't help you get the ball airborne. It doesn't have the weight in the back of the club like a hybrid does. Hybrids are amazing for hitting out of the rough because it's a much smaller compact head, but it's not too small like a 3 iron, it's not too big like a 5 wood. So it's a little bit small compact head. Center of gravity is back in the head to help us get the ball airborne. So you've just seen straight away that ball, I pured both of them by the way, that ball went a lot higher than the 3 iron. Distance wise, they look side by side on the fairway, to be honest. Maybe the hybrids pinched it by 5 yards or so. For 5 wood, again, I would expect it to go a similar height to the 5. I would expect it to go the 5 wood, I would expect it to go a similar height to the hybrid, but a lot further than both. Again, the swing arc with the club is going to be a lot wider, it's going to be a lot longer, and the weight in the back of the head is going to send it as well. Oh, we're allowed one bad one. I can't hit 3 good shots in a row, guys. Let me try that one again. A little bit low off the neck. But the good thing about this club straight away, and this is not part of the video, but it is now, is that if I catch that low on the heel with a 3-iron, that ball there is not doing what it just did with the 5-wood. It got enough height, and my club head speed just allowed it just to stay at about this height, and it would have rolled out. Wouldn't have got the distance I wanted, but it wasn't a bad shot. That's better. So that bunker on the right hand side there is a 255 carry. It's gone up a little bit higher, and it's just looking like it's either cleared it or it may have caught the top lip of it. I couldn't really tell. Wasn't an amazing strike again, a little bit low on the heel, so creating a little bit more spin than I would have liked. But I would get this normally, I think, at around about a 255 carry. That was pure. Right, we're on that bunker. It's so super high. It's kind of pitched, I think, in the bunker. So where I feel like I've got my 3-iron going about 235 carry with rollout, I feel like I get my hybrid at around about a 240 carry with a less rollout, so then maybe they finish very close together. And this will probably eclipse both of them by about 10 yards in the air because of the speed and the club head. So let's actually get some proper numbers on this in the academy. Okay guys, just before I head in, there it is, the Golf Academy is just there. But on the second hole of the fire course, we happen to have a 250 yard par 3, which is perfect for all 3 clubs. All the way over sand, flag is just cut there on the front edge of the green. I just figured out it's 265 to hit the very back edge of this green. So I'm going to hit 1 shot with each club. I'm going to start with the 3-iron, and then we're going to make our way up through the hybrid and then into the 5-wood at the end. Let's see. First of all, let's see if they all 3 can reach it. I don't think the 3-iron can. I think, remember last time I played this, I did hit a 2-iron, but I'm pretty sure if I give it everything, it'll still be short. Right. Remember, they're all the same loft. They're just different types of clubs. Hit it really well. Just pulled it a touch. Probably going to miss the green left. Decent for distance though. It's cleared the bunkers. I was pretty happy with that actually, to be honest. I think any time I'm 250 yards out and I get a decent strike and it finishes relatively close to pin high, you take it. Right, up to the hybrid now, which I expect the ball flight to be a bit higher. I often struggle to control a hybrid. This grip is awful as well. I've stolen it from one of the other lads' bags. It literally feels like it's going to slip out of my hand. Oh, I've hit that really good. It's gone super high. It's so pure. Can't really see it down. It's not in the bunker, so it must be on the green. It was just left of the flag. Happy with that. Right, now then. Can I hit 3 good strikes in a row? I actually really like the look of this. I've not had a 5-wood in the bag since I was a junior, and my ego took over and I put a 1-iron in. Could be back on this, you know. Oh, that is on the money. Oh, that 5-wood was pure. Just thought I'd bring you up to the greens to see where those 3 golf balls finish before we do head into the academy. So you can see the 3-iron there, like I say, just missed the green left, so that's the 3-iron. And if I just pan around to the flag, just give you a little zoom in, you'll see 2 golf balls on the green, side by side, over the top of the flag. So they've all gone about 250, 255 or so. And there's the 3-iron as well. Okay. So yeah, we're going to see some really interesting results now on the TrackMan. We're going to hit 5 shots with each, going to get a bit of a distance on all of them. It's taken me 15 minutes to set all this up. I'm dripping with sweat. 1:45 in the afternoon, 38 degrees. Whew, the heat is back. Right. That was a beauty. Right, so that's pretty much the distance I expect with this club, to be fair. was a nice shot. Slight push. Right, we're going to give the hybrid a go now, so I'm expecting a little bit more carry distance, probably more of a consistent 240 carry distance with this, although the grip is absolutely horrific. It literally feels like it's twisting in my hands. That was a good strike. Right, I'm expecting this to be 240 to 250 carry. Same loft, bigger club, wider arc, more speed, more ball speed as well. 247, yeah, 247 carry. That was ripped. I feel like I should just leave it there, to be honest. Quite a noticeable difference between all three clubs. Obviously, they're all the same lofts, but three very different makeups of club. The 3-iron for me was going around about 235, which is exactly the distance I feel like it does go on the golf course as well. The one I hit perfect was a 240-yard carry, which, to be fair, I feel like I did my hernia doing that, so that's not going to happen every single time. The hybrid for me was going 240, so an extra 5 yards in the air, and I felt like the 5-wood was going closer to kind of 245, 250 carry in the air, which again, between all three is around about a five-ish yard difference. So they do the same thing, but it's up to you to figure out which one you prefer the look of, the feel of, and which one gives you the most forgiveness, but also which one works, which one you would use mostly on the golf course. I would very rarely have a 250-yard approach shot, maybe the par 5s, but that's very rare. I feel like my sort of approach shot, if I do need to use a long iron or anything like that, is generally around the 225 to 240 distance. That's why I wouldn't game a 5-wood. I suppose in one way I could probably look at a 7-wood, but I feel like the 3-iron for me, it suits what I want. I like the way I can shape the ball a bit better with it. I like the look of it more. I feel like it's got a little bit more forgiveness, well, not forgiveness so much, but I have more consistency with it. Hybrids for me, I really don't like them. I don't get on with them at all. I feel like they're so inconsistent with the trajectory. But if you're a player that has a little bit less speed, and I feel like this could be the one for you to help get that ball airborne. So give these 3 clubs a try, because one of them will suit your bag perfectly. And if they do, please drop them in the comment section below. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I don't know if you noticed, but towards the end of this video, I have struggled. I am drenched here. Teaching in 30 minutes, quick shower, and then we're ready to go again. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon.